Here we go. Good, so come to the center of your mat. Be in a kneeling position. So I'm going to take a block on either this height, so I'm a little lifted, this height a little lower if you've already been up and moving. So your legs extend directly forward. Just slide your hands under the toe part of your feet and draw your shin bone. So lengthen the leg back. We're getting just more connection to the earth. Then you slide your hand under the kneecap and kind of pull back. So as you land your shin bone, you really feel you can press into the earth and find your connection. So I'm going to be playing with the dance of Durga today. So excuse me while I do use a few notes to read a little bit. And I love the theme of Durga, who's one of the goddesses. It's unleash your courage. So as we roll our arms open and close, it's like you're taking off all those layers that bind you to reveal your heart a little lighter and brighter. So she's the protective mother of the universe, of all that is good and harmonious in the world. So we are revealing our goodness, our heart light. Durga she's a multi-limbed goddess, always ready for battle. And the first weapon as she moves into battle is to move into stillness. So we'll come through, drop in the stillness, move out, and play with all our tools. As she has like the bow, the thunderbolt, the lotus, the sword, all these different tools. So as you sit for a moment, just roll your shoulders forward, lift them up to your ears, draw your shoulder blades back, drift them down your back before they come forward again. So 3 shoulder circles just to start kind of like oiling, getting movement around the heart. So Durga is the great protector, the creative, powerful, dynamic energy of the entire universe that protects whenever we call. And then next we're going to add arms into this. So the arms come with the heart. They lift up, roll the shoulder blades down, let the arm bones follow, upper, lower, wrist, palm, spin until your little finger is lengthened. Feel this open shape, and then reverse. Unfurl like you're diving back in. So Durga is the power of strength, courage, protection to show the way. Inhale, lifting up that veil. Again, rolling from the shoulder blades, upper arm bones, lower arm bones, wrists, hands. Reach long. Exhale, so the spine is starting to undulate with, folding back in again. So Durga is the eye in the middle of the storm, composure in chaos. Inhale, unfurling, always with head held high, a soft glow and a smile in her eyes. So we reveal and we delight in what we find. Last one of these cat arches, rolling forward. So with Durga, we say, show me the way of innermost dignity as we confront our demons, face our fears, and track our shadows, all revealing that light within. Good. Bring your elbows down to your ribs. Try to keep your heart open to squeeze elbows in so you feel your shoulder blades delight behind your heart. Maintain that and just sweep the fingertips back to interlace. If you lose your shoulders to make the interlace, take your strap instead. You hold the strap with your palms toward the back body so you can maintain this fullness of heart, this delight in the moment. Good. With a strap or bound hands. Inhale, lift arm bones long. Exhale, cascade forward only as far as is appropriate to you. So your head dangles, but your hands are reaching. So we keep reaching with the power of strength, courage, protection, of asking Durga to help show us the way. Inhale up, knowing that you are the eye in the middle of the storm, composure in the midst of chaos, always head held high. Good. Release your hands back. I'm just moving the top. Take a big shoulder as you sweep your hands wide and up. Interlace your fingers. Let your thumb and your first finger touch, and then reach your middle finger together toward the heavens. So just a little gesture to celebrate Durga that we can add in, reach from, and shine out with. So bow down toward this gesture, holding it in front of your heart, the gesture of harmony, bringing greater balance to our body, to our heart, to our breath. Inhale up. Exhale, cascade to one side, this Mahati Mudra, reaching to the heavens, even while we draw the energy within. Exhale, come back down. So with your arms raised overhead, this mudra enhances energy channeled into your voice, your heart, your body. Reach up, exhale, a gentle cascade to the opposite side. So in order not for the one leg to fly off, root down the shin bone of the opposite leg. So we stay connected, we reach up, and we shine out. Nice. Inhale back to center. Exhale, pause with this mudra by your third eye. Take a breath in of this enhancing, calming mudra to calm the heart, to release the tension, to clarify your speech. Exhale down by your throat. Take a breath. We just honor all these centers, the third eye, the throat, the heart, and the root. So coming to that place of your authentic voice, reach your hands down, lift up off your block. You can just place that one out to the side. We won't stay kneeling too long down. Good. Inhale, reach up, lift up. So it's this taking this veil, this covering, whatever might be holding you back up to the heavens. Exhale, crescent to your left. Keep going with your hand down to your leg. So press the hand down so you start to lengthen the left rib. So even though we're folding over, we're reaching up. Let the gaze look toward the little finger so your front body shines bright. Exhale as the hand lengthens and comes down. You can land it on the earth first. We'll sit to that side of our legs. Right? So we're just sitting down to one side. Inhale, hands finish the circle and come up. Exhale, go back to that crescent so we feel space for new possibilities. Let the hands go down, root your shins or a little helping hand. Inhale, back up, all the way over, crescent, opposite side. Exhale, hands go down. Again, use a helping hand on the earth. Just playfully come down, sweep back. So as you lift this imaginary layer that covers you, that holds you back, you can gaze up to the little finger and breathe into the spaciousness that is you. Inhale as you fold forward, reaching back up onto your knees, and we'll build on to this. Good. Palms together. Take your Mahati Mudra one more time. It's the middle finger, not the index finger. Extended thumb and first finger. So we come back to this mudra of clarity and self-expression in between left, right, front, back, all the way down. Release the hands. Inhale to open. Come back to the first eye, crescenting left. Reach through the thumb, back, body bright, either with a helping hand or not. Hips come down. This time we'll stay facing this way. Move your feet a little further away from you. Top knee will lift. Slide your feet to touch. Exhale, face toward the side of your being. Inhale to lift, hands on ankles to drag your body forward on your sit bone. Exhale, cat arch, just make it a soft folding in and honoring. Inhale to unfurl back up. Take your hands to the toe ball mounts. So the base of the big toe. Breathe your heart full, honoring Durga. This is that stillness before we dive in, and then draw your toe ball mounds open like a book, and that might enable your knees, your hip flexors to release a little bit. Hinge forward an inch or two, and then let the spine go round, bow in. Honor the journey, honor the way. Inhale, unfurl up. Lift your hands, bring the knee back to center so we come back to crescent on our side. Exhale, press down so the belly tries to lift up, either with your hand or without. That little swoop up, coming to crescent, second side. Right ribs long. You can even take your hand and go for a little more space. Gaze up rather than down, so always looking to what is offered to us as you slowly, with or without your hand, lower to crescent on this side. Just play the ribs a little back and forward, then exhale. Keep reaching the hand as it comes down. So we grow more space behind our heart. Slide your feet a few inches away. Inhale, top knee lift. So we've been doing a lot of hip work. So one leg follows the other. Remember that dance. Hands to ankles. Roll up on your sit bones, heart, bright pause. It's that moment of stillness where you assess, and then exhale, cascade bow in, that release. Good. Inhale, unfurl, uplift your knees a little bit if your hips are tight. Take your big toe ball mounts, draw them open. Notice if this little action starts to invite the hip flexors to maybe not hold on quite so much. Honor wherever they are at, a gentle bow in. Inhale, unfurl. Swing your back knee back over the front. You might need to pull your feet a little bit closer. With or without hands, shin bones root down to rise up. Starting to move our awareness a little further and coming back to Mahatma Mudra. Exhale down the midline, cleansing, cleaning breath. Enhancing that energy to the chakras, the throat, with an increased clarity. Inhale, back up, cascade first side again. Gently lowering, rooting the shins down firmly so you stay in the moment. Come back first, without hands maybe, to Baddha Konasana, Kabbalah pose, bow in. Inhale to lift up, take your legs wide. We call this Upavista, the straddle. Press your heels, lift your knees, and try to drag your heels towards you. So you feel your whole body lift. Follow that lift with your hands. Sorry, belly, heart, head, hands. Exhale, a gentle cascade down in the middle, letting the spine round to the end, and just rock your shoulder blades left and right. Inhale, unfurl up, fingers behind you. Take a little moment to let the legs windshield wiper, one side and the other side. See if the hips can remain weighted in this moment on the earth, and the legs, the femur bones, can simply maneuver around in the hip socket in anticipation of what is to come. Turn toward your back leg. Inhale to reach. Exhale to cascade down. You're welcome to take your front hand to the little toe side of your calf or your foot. Exhale, bow in. Inhale, back up. Front body greets back body. Knees can stay a little flexed. Heels still energetically dragging toward you. Draw your belly up and in so we lengthen our spine and cascade forward with any amount. Just greeting our limbs. Inhale, unfurl, back up. Exhale, little windshield wiper again. Pivot to front leg and cascade on over. So each time we bow in, we are unleashing our courage to reveal what we may find within. So the practice brings forth our innermost bravery, strength, and courage to reveal what might be holding us back. Good. Inhale, unfurl up. Exhale, hands down behind you. Bring your feet back to cobble for a breath. Lift up. Bow in. So always honoring the way. Inhale up, our dance again. Knee forward. Toes point back, so really root your shins. So the shins press the earth, the belly starts to lift us up. Maybe we can find enough power to cascade to the second side without the hands, but honor your knees. Inhale up. Exhale to open cobbler where we have been, bowing. Inhale to lift. This time, either keep your hands up or tip them to the earth behind you. Feet drift wide, our same shape, Upavista, that wide-legged pose, bow in. Remember to press the heels, drag them energetically toward you, so you roll up on your sit-bones, your belly greets your heart greets your gaze, and we offer our body as one, down. Inhale to unfurl up, exhale to windshield wiper your legs, honoring the different sensations left and right. We are different animals. Arms reach up, cascade over your back. Leg option to have a hand to the outside and the opposite hand off of center, back up the belly. Lift the heart, root the heels, drag them energetically in so you pull your body forward over your limb. These are warming up movements, so don't make them max, not to your max, just to your fullness. Inhale up, pivot opposite side. Exhale, cascade down. Again, hand outside shin or foot, root the heel. Make space to be, make space to explore. And then exhale, cascade. And so we're revealing our goodness, our lightness, all that is in the universe. Inhale up. Exhale, feet back to cobbler. And honoring pranayama, that releasing the breath. So we become aware of all the little kinks and issues your body talking to you. So remain honest to that. Knee back, with or without your hand. Root your shins down. Rise on up. A little lean back, lean back. One, feel your quads engage. Press your hands down as you come forward. So we're exploring our wings. So unfurl your heart, reveal your light, lean back, toes spread wide, shins press down, quads hug it. Exhale, cascade your wings forward, bow in, just like a little cat arch. You can shake and wiggle wherever it is appropriate for you. Inhale, cascade, open. Two little fingers, thumbs, lean back. Exhale. Fold in, hands to earth, curl your toes under. Sit back on your heels. See if all 10 toes can evenly, often the little one just gets left out of the equation here. So a little toe stretch. Come back to your mudra, the middle finger extended, thumb and first finger touching. Our little mudra, reach up. Little cascade, crescent side, right and left, rooting down through the toes, rooting down through the knees evenly. See what you feel can be unleashed, unwrapped from within. Exhale, hands all the way down, fingers to earth. We'll come to a squat momentarily. If it's too much for your knees to be bent this deeply, just keep your hips so your legs are at a 90-degree angle. Or come to your squat, little ankle stretch here. Press one ankle down, the other ankle down. So you're doing a little dance, trying to reach the heel toward the earth, right and left. Noting the difference, adding the breath as one of Durga's many weapons, the bow, the thunderbolt, the lotus, all these things to come to future. Good, rest your knees on your elbows. Let the elbows press them a little wide. We're not quite gonna fly, we're just rocking gently. 1, 2, 3 little pulsations, greeting our inner thighs, and exhale to your seat. I'm just gonna spin around so it's a little more visible. As you come to your seat, greet your limbs with your hands. Slide back until your arms are lengthened. So often we're here and we think we're back. Resist your hands in. Try to widen your knees and enjoy how that action, that little weapon, can lift your heart. Slide back even further, hands on the fronts of the knees. Take your thighs, try to lift them up and away from you so your heart's back over your belly. Your belly wants to pop out. We want it to drop in. So slide your fists inside your knees, squeeze your knees, feel how the belly leads the way and follow that. We're gonna go all the way down to our back. So slowly unfurling back body, lengthening the spine as you land. Ah, nice work. Cactus your arms, so elbows are bent at 90 to your sides. Inhale, lift your heels. The toes press the earth away from you. Exhale your belly down to greet your spine. So we're connecting to Mother Earth. This is this moment of stillness before action. Breathe into your back ribs. Exhale, the feet come up to a 90. The belly stays downward in rather than popping up off the earth. Greet your limbs with your hands. Take your thighs, lift them up to the ceiling. Woo, and the belly down to the earth. Power move. You can always have one leg up, one leg down. If you lose this shape, we'll be joining you with that in a moment. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, open. Right leg, right hand. Ha! So we're reaching for fullness, for clarity with the one side, but we're still staying connected and protected on the other. Exhale the hand back up so the belly draws down. Inhale, go for a walk, opposite side. Reach long when you land, so we stay full and bright. Exhale to come up. At any point you need to, you lower your feet to the earth. One more march. Inhale to reach. Soften the face, the throat. Exhale to come back in. Last time. Breath in to open. Power moves here, gathering all that strength back. Slide your hands to your ankles or your calves and just draw your knees down. 1, 2, just a little play. Or take the little toe side of your feet, happy baby, but keep your sacrum on the earth. Keep that little hint of an arch in your low spine. To come up, release the feet. Press your hands to your knees, lift your head. Resist the legs wide, the hands in, and maybe or toes to the earth. You can come up to boat. Navasana, serve from your palms out. Lift your heart and be in stillness here. Before we move and reach forward, can we honor everything that's going on? Honor that shuddering, own those sensations. Gently lower your toes, sweep your hands back. Lift your heart, heel toe your feet wide. Just let them take a windshield wiper right and windshield wiper left. Bringing balance back to our action. Good. Heel toe to the midline. Option either to stay here, heart right. Inhale or exhale, scoop your tailbone, scrub your heels energetically toward hands. Lift to this reverse tabletop where you are bathed in the light of the universe, all that is good, all that is bright, even though it feels hard and challenging to remain here. Maybe a little rock back and forth. Huge shoulder opener if you're exploring that option. And then exhale, hips come down toward the heels. Walk your hands in. Take a full squat back at the front of your mat. Dance your heels left, right, a little play. Bring your palms together in your mudra today. Thumb, first finger touching this clarity of our inner voice. Squeeze your knees to your elbows so your low belly starts the lift. Heels root down. Imagine a string between your thumbs and your heart to lift up. So as little hinging as possible. All the way to the heavens. Good. Release the bind. Exhale, hands down behind you. Second favorite, interlace. Elbows hug in, heart right. The pause before moving forward to find all our tools we have for life. Exhale, reach the hands long, draw the belly back in. Inhale, a little bend, windshield wiper, elbows squeeze, a little softness to the knees. Exhale, maybe lift a little higher. Last one. Inhale, nudge your tailbone down with your knuckles so we don't overarch the low back. Press your feet evenly. Reach your hands long and hinge to a forward fold. Uttanasana, pause, halfway. Hands to the heavens, head across the room, feet to the earth. How much space can we fill with our delight of this moment? And then drop in to it. Good. Bend your knees, release your hands to your hips, to your knee crease, find chair. Press the hands with the thighs as we had done, so we're not hunched forward. We're right and heel toe your feet a little closer together. Heels are gonna touch for this little play. Toes a little wide, I know, a little bit like ballet. And then turn your palms up, float your hands out, squeeze the heels together. See if you feel a little power in your glutes. Hug your back body and then lift your heels off the earth. Ooh, you should feel this line of energy hugging you. Exhale, lower your heels, drop down a little deeper. Baby chair, press hands down. Keep the knees bent. Lift your heels and just touch the glutes with your hands and see if you can really feel the power of the back body lifting you. Exhale, heels down. Drop a little deeper into chair. Woo! Last one. Inhale. Hands either to glutes or just reach them wide. Lift heels. So we're in this squat. Heels off together. Back body bright. Moment of stillness, that pause. And then we drop in. Hands down, heels down. Maybe a little deeper. Whoa! Inhale up, separate. Sorry, I will do that. Yeah, separate your heels. Come up, tippy toe. Exhale, imagine the heels are touching as you come back to chair. Hands to heart. Press your left foot. Slide your right foot up your leg so you feel like your heels are touching. The glute on your back leg lifts the front leg, and we arrive. I call this auto tree. If you like to adjust, adjust. You may be hesitant and tippy in this moment in time. Either arms wide or take your mudra of clarity, of voice, of spirit overhead. Dare to look up. Yeah, it wobbles us. Exhale, hands down, lift heel. Lift the foot, release the hands, let the knee go high and wide. Lean all the way forward, toes to earth, heel to earth, hands to heavens. A warrior one shape. Find your legs, any little micro movements, then we drop in to stillness. Exhale, cactus. Elbows to ribs. Palms reach to the unknown side of self. They reach back and interlace. Or reach for your strap. Have it toward you, hands forward, heart rate. Exhale, a cascade forward first, and then rounding that cat arch shape that we did over our legs. Bow in. Little toe side of back foot presses. Heels try to hug toward one another to come up. Tippy toe. Release whatever doubt or hesitation you are holding on to from that moment of uncertainty. Drop a little lower into your lunge. Exhale, hands forward inside your leg. And just move your hips in a delightful circle. Just play with a little bit of space here. Good. Then come forward, bow down, rounding your back, making an honoring sensation. Lift up. We'll take our inside leg back. Take your leg back. One-legged dog all the way up. Exhale to plank. Option to take that leg into tree pose for a breath. Or to lower it to the earth and slowly bend your elbows, hugging toes toward your elbows back, landing on your belly for baby cobra. Uncurl toes, shrug shoulders, dial your hands into the earth, lift, and look a little left and right. What's around me? Where am I at in my journey into life? Am I breathing a little more clearly? Am I shedding some things that hold me back? Exhale to your belly, forearms to Sphinx. Gaze in like a cat arch so your pelvis lifts off the earth. That's that moment of introspection looking. Exhale, head forward, reaching for what could be. Curl toes under. Look in again, lift your knees up. Inhale into your back. Exhale, head forward. Hug your hands towards toes, toes towards elbows. So we create this stable sensation. Our body wants to go to a sling. No, we're keeping it right here. Heels go left, hips lift. Heels go right, hips lift. Back to neutral, slowly, gently. Land, ha. So that leg that was in tree will come out to the side. So that was the leg that set back into warrior one. Thread the opposite arm under your arm bone to tap your knee. If you have a block close by, you're welcome to place it under the knee. So as we come into a twist, it's not too deep. Then inhale, go for a walk with your top arm. Just spin over your ear. Spin your heart open. You may need to untuck your bottom shoulder blade. Cascade your elbow down by your side. Reach your arm long to the opposite side. I've just run out of runway, so my arm is bent. Resist the knee up into your hand. As you breathe into your back, that might unfurl you a little deeper, dropping in with your awareness. Exhale, let it be passive. Nice. Inhale all the way onto your back. Legs long, arms long. Breathe in, lift your hands, lift your head, lift your heart. Options. Hold the sides of the mat. Hold your legs. Let the next out breath unfurl you slowly all the way up. In breath, heels press, hug in. Heart break, out breath, cascade down, honoring, dropping in. Inhale, unfurl all the way down, trying to articulate your spine. So that's the holding the mat, that pause to put the brakes on. Mat or leg, so you can find your tools, find, like Durga finds her weapons to go into battle, but then pauses to decide what to use. Bend your knees, lift heels, toes, exhale into a little ball. Option to rock or a slow lift up. So head, shins press, you get a little baby bit of momentum. So either you stay in your slow unfurling, or you can play rocking back, rolling up, drag the shins in, rocking back, rolling up, reach the hands forward. Dropping back, rolling up, shins in, hands forward. Maybe there you can root to rise, or use a helping hand, or find your way. Urdhva Hastasana, opposite end of your mat. Cascade forward. Ha! Shake your head left, right, and we'll take this journey on the opposite side. So bend your knees, bring your hands to your knee creases, lift your heart. Heels come to touch. Press your thighs down and away so our heart is lighter, brighter. Lift hands, lift heels, that little heel press. Ah, exhale, heels down, hands down, bend your knees a little deeper. Squeeze the heels, lift up. So we want to feel the glutes working. So you're welcome as you come back, feel the power in your pelvis as you maybe drop in a little deeper. Not easy. Inhale, lift up. Last one. Heels down, separate heels. Play chair pose now. Get the same sensations even without the heel. So we hinge, we fold, we engage our heels as if to squeeze, and then use that to come to chair. Second side. So your left leg lifts up. Float the foot. Pivot your hip leg sky high. Really trust this downward gluten leg to support you. All the way, toe, heel, lift your heart. So we're warrior one, feet are a little to the side of each other on the mat, heart right. Breath in, drop down. Cactus your elbows, so it's like you're pulling on a pull-up bar, so the belly moves out the way, the heart lifts. Then we drop in. One more little reach, back leg, back body, puff right, elbows to wrists. Release the weapon you're holding on to, whatever Durga had, her bow, her sword, reach your palms back, left thumb over right, or reach for your strap, and cascade forward first, while the weight's on the front leg. Then weight on the back leg as you bow in. Humble warrior. Notice if your right hip is popped out to the side, draw it way back behind you so you're balanced. Left, right, front, back. Inhale to lift. So you root through your feet to rise through your body. Tiptoe, hands, heart. Exhale, lunge. Breath in. Inhale, forward, hands inside your foot. Lizard lunge. Play. So we dance our lizard a little bit. Move your hips left, right, front, back. Hello, thighs. Palms under shoulders. Squeeze your knee to your arm bone, or whatever works for you, so you can lift your leg back, one-legged dog. Exhale, slowly the foot comes down to plank. You can play tree pose with your left leg, the one that went back. Have it on your knee. Come forward to plank. Either go back to plank or slowly lower with your knee out to the side. To your belly. To Sphinx. Breath in, breath out, and then we'll take that thread. Hand goes under to the knee, so it's not bent, bend it to the side. Slowly unfurl, shoulders, heart, gaze, all the way open. Nice. Resist the knee up into your hand. If there's anything going on with your sacrum, your low back, please place a block or a prop, or just keep your hand with your knee off the earth. But the resistance lets us unwrap what's going on the inside. Nice. Once you've indulged, enjoyed the rewards of this beautiful unwrapping of the lightness within, unfurl onto your back. No, not Shavasana. Reach your arms long, your legs long, unfurl up one more time. That soft, slow head, belly, heart, maybe tap your thighs. Root to rise. Hello, world. Exhale. Remember the heels hug in if you're stuck back on your sit bones. Take your gentle hinge over, that bowing in, a little dance of your shoulder blades. You can even cross one hand, cross the other hand, whatever your body is asking you for at this time. Good. Slowly unfurl up, bring your knees width. So without the rocking and rolling this time, maybe we can find our way to a squat. There's always a helping hand, whatever it takes to be here. Elbows resist wide, hands hug in. Heart bright. Swim your palms to the earth, and you kind of have to rock a little to be on your toes. Again, if anything's going on with the knees, you remain with your hips a little higher Might actually be easier. Your hands are turning 2 knobs away from one another. That lets your heart reach forward so we are more spread out, lengthened in our spine, a little lighter. That's that moving into stillness before Durga chooses her weapon. Then squeeze elbows to knees, resist knees, your belly flows. That's your weapon, your power in your low abdomen. Rock on your toes, keep looking forward, rock that. Rock on your toes, flex one foot, rock that. Rock on your fingertips, fingertips claw as you rock on your toes. Flex 1, maybe 2, or not. There's always an option to have a block. Way forward, see that wasn't far enough, it's my chin on my forehead. Exhale, toes down. Hands, take your mudra. I'm gonna get it right. Breath in and root to rise. Hands to heavens, that little baby arc to one side. So when we arc, we don't lose the side we're arcing towards. So the hand that's bound, feel like you're pulling the arm with the opposite hand so you lift up. So always up and over rather than down. Ear toward top, gaze up rather than down. Squeeze the heels to the midline, use that action to come up. Exhale, opposite side. So again, lift up to reach over. I know my hands disappear off the picture there. Squeeze, lift, exhale, cascade. Just come to a forward fold. A little pause between sides. Rock your hips, move your heels, shake your head. This is where we come to collect our courage. Find everything that is going to work with us, for us. Breathe in that power of the goddess Durga, otherwise known as Shakti, that protective mother of the universe. You protect yourself and all around you. First of all that is good and harmonious. Breathe in that power, that will, that determination that lets us move forth into life with our authentic voice. Good. Slide your hands to your feet. Slide your hands to your thigh creases. Pull them back, lift your elbows. Squeeze your heels. Feel like you're going to do on your tiptoes, and instead root down and rise all the way up. Heel toe your feet to hip widths apart. Pivot back to the top of your mat. You can keep your blocks to the side. Our next little playful flow. How about a swig of water? And then we'll go. So our right leg will be going back. Our left leg will be rooting. Find your feet. Imagine your heels are together and they're squeezing in. So feel how the glutes fire, and then really keep pressing that outer heel. That is our line of integrity, of intention, of rootedness to the earth so we can reach up. With the hands lifting the burdens, lifting all the obstacles. Good. Come to neutral. Hinge so we can find our chair. Exhale, bend your knee so we are rooted in this place of imbalance. Right heel, back leg. I'm going to just do the same sides for sake of terminology. Right leg comes in, slides up your leg. Pause in chair just for a little visit, and then heel toe your foot off your leg. Reach it back, tippy toes land. High lunge, where we have been. Exhale, come to your mudra. Gotta get that one right. Thumb first, finger touch. This is this clarity of voice. Exhale, twist over your leg. Tap first the top of your knee. Try to press the elbows, a little knobby, into the knee. Feel your belly move up out the way. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend elbows. Tap just the outside of your knee. So press the knee and the elbow together, and you don't want this hip to pop forward. You want to feel that hip move back. The belly lift, the heart follows. We come to this twist and then reveal your leg. Shed whatever was in the way. So it's a modified lunge twist with the back heel up. so we can really reach for fullness. Exhale, finish the circle. Back hand down, back knee down. Feel free to take your blanket, unfold it under your back knee. Same hand as leg will reach forward. Lift the back knee. Turn your heart just like that lunge twist. You can even press your hand on your thigh, on the outside of your thigh. Yes, hamstring is working, quad, hamstring is working for the curl. Then bend your elbows, serve your palm, find your foot, let the muscle go. Okay, the shoulder wants to close in. So your karate chop the little toe side of your foot. Press the two together first. So we greet our demons, we greet everything that's along the way, and then hold the foot and just let it rest in your hand. Heart open. Either pause here. This is already a quad stretch. If your body wants to go deeper, you move your inside hand further away or lower the elbow. Lift the back elbow. Draw the foot in and exhale, press it away to find this little curve. 3-part in-breath into the stillness. Here is awkward. You're bound, you're restricted, you're twisted. Can you find a sense of ease? Inhale, gently release. That's why the blanket under the kneecap is so useful. Come back to neutral. Hand inside leg, palms on the earth. Float your back knee. Let your hips be level with your heart. Good. Float your front leg back. Plank. Rock a little forward and back. Stay forward with your heart. Try to drag your heels back. Let your belly lift. Remain light and bright. Shrug your shoulders like you're revealing your light, and slowly lower. Knees are always welcome to land first. Baby cobra. Or you just stay down and feel like you're pulling your hands back and your heart's lengthening forward. So you don't have to arc. The arch is the upper spine of shoulder blades and up. The low back is neutral and passive, just sliding back. Come down to your belly. The arm that's toward the front comes out to a T. Your right arm, kind of walk it away from you. This is a shoulder opener. Walk it away as you roll onto the side of your body. So I'm doing the same side rather than mirroring, so my left hand is pressing down. My shoulder blade is going down my back, not up toward my ear. I hover my back leg, bend my knee just like we did. Maybe you find the floor or your leg just hovers. The head is an inch or two off the earth, or it is down. Breathe in, squeeze shoulder blades together, draw them down your back, draw your belly up to greet them, and drop into these sensations in the front of the shoulder. Exhale, come back to neutral. No, we're not going to the other side. That's when we do the other side of the body. Drag hands back. Lift your heart. Curl your toes. Press the earth away any amount. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Find your dog pose. This is the release for the low back. This is when we pause in between. Nice. Come back forward. So we did the tree leg and down. That's one option if you want to play that, as we didn't offer that. Or you come back down. I just want to be balanced both sides. Nice. So your knee is out. Your heart is lifted. Take your foot forward. So our knee was out and we just came up onto our foot, rolling it back onto your side. So we did the shoulder opener. Now it's a playful hip opener. Just gently press the knee once. Gently press the knee twice. You might be rolling a little further back. Then as you press the knee, you can come up onto the opposite hand. Maybe move your hips a little so your leg is crossed over your other leg and turn to face it. So I got a little lost there, but we found our way. Your foot is at a right angle. Your knee is at ease. If there's any issues in the knees, please pad it with a blanket. Root down to rise up. This is half Gomukhasana, half of our cow face pose. Press the bottom heel, drag toward you. Exhale this soft cascade down. A little dance left and right while you explore space in the hip, or just stay halfway down. Nice. Inhale to unfurl. We come out the way we came in. The knee lifts, the arm crescents all the way over. Your extended foot reaches for the earth, your hip lifts. So we're in this modified side plank, a moment of celebration of the journey so far. Exhale, hand down, leg lifts, shake it out. Lower your foot and walk your hands back toward your feet. Uttanasana, yes, no left, right with your head, and a slow unfurl all the way up. Heels squeezing the midline, glutes drawing down, belly lifting up. Reveal your radiance. Open your heart. Shed your debris. Elbows by the side, palms free, and just go a little shimmy and a shake. Keep your props close by for the opposite leg. So we'll just spin around on the mat. A little moment for a quick sip of water in this hot time. So I was doing the same side. It'll be your left leg, the one on the inside. For me, hinge your hips back. We've got this action of making space, moving into stillness. What happens next? Bend the knees, lift your heart, root through your feet. Imagine your heels are pressing together. See how that changed me from being too arched to finding more power. Then as you root, the heel comes to the leg, you slide. So the foot's sliding up to tree. Hands take that imaginary hanging bar and you delight in being in this space right here, right now. Release the imaginary bar, lift your foot. Slowly, 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 reach it way back, yeah, through the wobbles, exactly. Swim your low belly, heart gaze back, up, high lunge. Drop in a little deeper, maybe dance a little left and right. We'll do a little differently this time. Keep your heart lifted and slowly lower the back knee. If you need your hands on the earth, invite them to go there. Tap the earth. Palms take your mudra, cross, press the top of the knee, belly backs out the way. Come to the side of the knee, resist the knee, feel the ribs spinning around. Take a breath in, either keep the knee down or grow your back leg long and right. Inhale, unweave the palms, that moment to delight. This hip is traveling back, the heart and belly are reaching up. Can we be here with softness, with delight, rather than holding on with all our might? Exhale, palms together. Lower your hands. Release your knee. Use your blanket under it for a little padding. Reach, same hand as leg forward. So we're reaching. Give me my weapon, give me my sword, whatever I'm going to use for this next dance. Drag your back knee in front foot so your belly leads the way, then the foot lifts. When we come back to the same twist as if your hand were on your knee, but find that without the prop. Yes, hamstring is talking, little finger to little toe, so I take that press to spin your heart a bit more, then the bind. Or the strap around the foot, or you simply reach. We don't want to overdo, simply find that space. If you want to go deeper, the elbow drops down, the foot presses away, and you shine your light. 3-part in breath to be in this moment, 3-part out breath to release. Inhale, hands back under outer shoulders, float the back knee, float the front leg, one-legged dog, shake it out. Then we do our little play, tree or no tree, or you simply have plank, come back down for our shoulder opener. So arm to 90, claw fingertips, So you press the hand, your heart feels like it's lifting. Roll onto your side, hover the back leg. Shoulder blades travel down, belly lifts up. You bend your knee, and as you reach your foot down, you're opening the front of the shoulder. Just this little possibilities. Is there room? Yes, no, maybe. Head can be down, head can be hovered. Draw your belly up your heart to your heart, shoulder blades down to your belly, and then slowly come back to unfurl. We'll leave out the extra dog back to your tree leg. A little tricky, that front leg. I know you're trying to lie down and see where we're going. Come up on your elbow, lift your knee, heel toe your foot a little forward for our play here. So we're in this modified goddess. You're like, where are my grapes, right? Elbow, hand, press the top of the thigh, press the inner thigh, and then as you lift up, press the outer thigh. Use that action to lower the leg. Just swish your hips underneath your heart. Press the little toe down to the earth. If there's anything up with your knee, please pat it with a block or a blanket. This half hip open, half Gomukhasana. Root down to rise up. If you're hanging back, you keep your fingers rooting. If you're staying upright, your hands can reach. Exhale, hinge first. So we always hinge, that's moving into space. And then the folding is just dropping in a little deeper. How many layers of debris in our tissues have we tapped on, breathed in, acknowledged, appreciated, and released? A slow unfurl up, hand back behind you, swivel all the way around, lift your hips so we pause in a little side plank or a modified plank with the front foot pressing down. Exhale, hand to the earth, foot to the sky. Little shake of the hip, whatever it needs, level, lower, step in with your feet, step in with your hands, dangle your head, little pedal of your legs. So we're dropping in, checking in, how could I fold a little deeper? Hands can go to one side. We'll be doing more of this next, so just prep the body, fold forward, fold, and then unfurl. So the hands drag up the shins. It's kind of like you're clearing the energy. You're smoothing away the wrinkles. You're softening your drishti, your gaze, your awareness, so we're more focused inward. And then unfurl, that whole unwrapping, shoulder blades, upper arm bones, lower arm bones, little fingers, thumbs. Inhale to the heavens and exhale, hands to heart. Just pause with your thumbs on your sternum for a moment. Lift the sternum with the thumbs and celebrate this spaciousness within. So this is that moment of stillness before Durga, mother of the universe, of all good things in the world, just looks around and takes stock. Where am I at? Where could I go? What are all my tools? What are all the things I can gather to move forward with support, with honor, with integrity, with love, with courage? Good. Lift your hands, go down and heel toe your feet a little wider. One of your legs would fit between them. Hands on your hips. Open your heart. We'll pivot. So on the left heel, just pivot. Land the big toe ball mat. Sweep the little toe wide and feel like your foot is turning the doorknob. So as it does so, your knee now tracks over the second toe. So as you drop in, you're stable. As you bend it, your leg is level. As you release your hips down toward the earth, we are rooted and powerful. Maybe go to a 90 degree with the lower angle of your leg. Cross your hands over your heart. Lift up. Lift your ribs off your hips. Lift your side body away from your ribs. Unfurl your wings to open. So when we trust in our power to be in the moment, we can shine a little brighter. Tip this shape back. You can even lift the back thigh for a little more fullness as you reach your top arm, little finger, thumb. Exhale, cascade, elbow to knee. Just roll the thigh open with your elbow and lengthen it toward the front window as we had done before. Inhale, back to reverse. Option to bind your hand behind you into your thigh crease. Nowhere we have to go. You're welcome to reach it down your leg. Exhale, hand inside, either on your knee or maybe with a block inside your leg. High, medium, or on the earth. If your heart's tipped forward, you need to lift your hand on something. So shine your light bright in this revolved, twisted shape. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to lengthen. Pivot toes forward if you like the block, slide it to the other side. Spin on the heel of your front foot. Keep dialing the leg so as the knee bends, it's reaching over your second toe and you're resisting the outer heel of your back leg. So we expand our awareness. We expand the space that we can fill in this world. Unwrap your heart, opposite arm on top. Wiggle, root, rise, and lift. If you're hinged forward, reach a little back with your back arm. So this embrace of all that surrounds you is even. Make sure you can see your big toe, that your knee hasn't snuck in. Good, so tap into this power of Durga, this rooting into the moment. Exhale, cascade back. If there's any pinching, you lift up more. So we're not dropping down, but reaching up. Exhale, elbow to knee, roll your knee open. I'm a little wide in my stance as you reach. Stay low, squeeze your heels as we did in our little ballet wand position. Option to wrap around, reach over or reach back. Fold to that 90 angle. So we're really, truly in the moment. Exhale, maybe keep the bind or release. Either elbow, hand on high, medium, low, or no block, as long as you can spin your heart to the heavens. So the hand is pulling the thigh, the back ribs are pressing back into the arm, and the heart is peeling, revealing its light. Inhale, root to rise back up. Swim your hands out, toes forward, and fold. So we're not quite going to do a headstand, but if you were to do a headstand, you would reach the crown of your head to the earth here. That would be if your head reaches and your legs are in, that's about your deepest shape. So just if your head's down, press the head. Hands slide back outer shoulder width apart, and just explore, what if I were to be more on my tiptoes? We're not going there, we're just exploring our toolbox of possibilities. Good. Inhale, lift your head. Have your heels turned in ever so slightly, like they're reaching for one another. Nice. Take your left hand to your left foot, so same hand to same foot. Grab either the calf or the foot and start to bend your right leg out to the side. Oh, so this hand is holding you back. We're trying to move our body toward the bent knee, but we can't quite go there. And pause, that is where we find stillness again. Now slide your hand up to your calf so you can bend the knee a little deeper. Hand slides by the foot, elbow presses the thigh. Maybe this is as far as you go, or maybe this felt really good and you move around there. Or you lift the heel, bend the knee. You might need two hands. Come to a full squat. We were going to really add that on, but if you're there, you're there. Good. Press your back heel, hand to thigh. Level your hips. Opposite side. Binding foot, bend the knee. So first we play. Maybe I could drop in deeper, hand to calf. Reach your knee a little more to a squat. Maybe hand to the earth or just slide it toward your foot as you lower to a half squat, any amount. This knee is lifting away from the earth rather than dropping down. So lots of tools are needed here. As Durga grabs her bow, her lotus, her sword, everything, we gather all these pieces that keep us safe. So we're going to dance left, right a few times. So lower the foot first, lift your hips to 90, swim your arms up and over, and drop into whatever level is appropriate to you on that first side. Inhale, heel has to be down, root to rise, reach, exhale to drop in. Oh, not easy, but playful and fun. One more time, foot down, root to rise all the way over. Land your hand and reach your hips down. So maybe a hand went behind you or a hand went in front of you. So you end up seated once again. Slide the foot in, the knee out. So half cobbler with the one leg, half upavista, that angled leg with the opposite leg. Root, hands to lift your heart. If you can stay up, lift the veil, these klishas, these coverings, we overlay our spirit with in our life, those obstacles, whatever they may be. So breathe into that freedom of spaciousness. Exhale, cascade forward to the middle. Ha! Releasing breath. Inhale up, turn toward the bent knee. So this is the twist we did. Heart bright. Exhale, cascade over. It's okay if the sit bone leaves the earth a little bit. Inhale, lift up. Slide your front hand back into that thigh crease, but the front of the thigh crease. And your back arm lifts up and over. So we're folded, we are twisted, and we are reaching. This is a wonderful analogy of, I don't like the word battlefield, but the journey of life. Where are we going? Can we navigate all these different possibilities and still be reaching toward the light? So any amount your body will cascade it. You can release the hand from the thigh and have it smooth the thigh away from you. And maybe the elbow comes to the earth. The elbow can press the downward leg, and your hands, like they're opening the doorway, pull them away from one another to twist your heart open. Inhale, reach the palm up. Exhale, hands down. Okay, last dance. Lift your foot. You thought we weren't going there. Bend your bottom knee. So either with hands, without hands. Back to Skandasana. This power play. Have your heel land on the earth. Root down to sweep up and over. Drop in. Pause at Skandasana. Hand behind you. Sit down. Exhale. Knee to the earth. So we take the same play. Second side. Fingertips press. Heart lifts. Turn toward the bent knee. And if it's floating too much, you can always prop it. So please use your toys as Durga uses all her accoutrements, all her allies. Exhale, fold over the leg as we did in our initial awakenings. Little toe presses to keep the knee open. Thigh bone roots to the earth. Inhale, lift up. So your hand, your front hand is going to take your knee, smooth it away from you as we had done in one of our little preps. Keep your hand into your thigh crease and cascade your upper arm bone. So it's a crescent shape, a folded shape, an extended shape. Let the breath fill you evenly. Reach fingers, reach fingers. Yes, this leg will come up a little bit. That's fine. And then the hand can slide down the thigh, off the thigh, elbow to bottom thigh, palm open, like you're pulling that big doorway open, the rubber band, the xylophone doors open, twist your heart. Oh, and then reach and fold any amount. There's no right, no wrong, no final destination, just being here with more awareness, more clarity, more breath. Inhale, root down to rise up. This time, just lift your knee, swing it forward to greet the opposite leg, turn around on your mat. Heel toe your feet. We return to our windshield wipers of gratitude. Whew. We've embraced courage. We've embraced lightness. We've embraced strength to clear some of the debris that might be holding you back from your most authentic voice or self. Good. Heel toe your feet a little closer. Have a block close by. Just 2 more actions before we rest. Hands to thighs. Same descent we did before. Press in. Resist knees wide to grow your heart. Hinge back. Press and lift up so we lengthen our sternum. The belly wants to pop out. We keep it going in. Hands inside. I like to do the 2 knuckles together. Squeeze your knees and slowly, quiveringly unfurl your low back to the earth. That's the breaks. Arms down, feet a little closer. We got one last little hip play. So this time cross your right ankle over your left knee. So kind of like Sukhasana. And let the knees drop down so we got right ankle over left knee, off to that side. Now press the knee back into the foot, so create a little resistance. The hip might come off the earth a bit, that's okay. And then exhale, soften, let the weight of the foot drift that knee further to the earth. One more time, resist the knee. We've done this as a warm-up before, now it's nice to feel it as an end game. Resist the knee to the foot and then like a third one, maybe you'll have touchdown. Nothing happens when you touch down. It's simply a point of reference. So now you feel this front action. Feel free to reach the arms overhead, to wiggle, to bind any way that feels good to you. Exhale to cactus, release the foot. Inhale to neutral. Come back to the center of your spine and cross second side. Ankle presses knee, knee presses ankle. Exhale, drop toward the side of the top leg. Try to do sides rather than left, right. Resist the leg up, press the foot down. Your hip might float a little off the earth, but we have engagement. Then exhale, let it go. Inhale, resist. The leg tries to lift, the foot tries to press down, not max effort, just enough to engage, and then exhale, ha. A third time is a treat, then the arms extend over, press the heavens away, press the knee and delight in all this binding that we can shed and unwrap so we are truly clear and bright. Good, slide the foot off. Come back to neutral. Last little play is your bridge. You have your block. Press your hips. Press your feet. Scrub your feet toward your hips to float them off the earth. And your block can either go high, we do some back bending prep, or medium under your sacrum. Whatever feels appropriate to you, or the lowest height, or just skip this and be with your knees bent and your hands pressing your knees. You can hold the sides of your mat, pull the mat wide to tuck your shoulders, lift the chin ever so slightly. Take a full breath in. Your heels are very gently pinning toward one another. So the glutes, they don't grip, they're just a little bit of tone to keep the low back stable. 3-part in breath. Slow trickle of an out breath as we come back into that place of stillness where the dust settles, where the body can rearrange, reorganize. Inhale, lift up, go one height lower. Let your sacrum land again. Your knees might move a little bit closer. You can release the edges of the mat if you were holding it. So the front body is starting to soften in to greet the back. 3-part in-breath here, so low belly, mid, upper, to the back body, the sides, the front, and an exhale. And then turn the block to the lowest height. Lower your hips onto it. Here you're welcome to add one knee in, one leg long, maybe even a half happy baby to greet the inner hip flexors, or just stay in your low bridge. You can hover the extended foot and reach long through the inhale, big toe, out here, little toe, and then lower it to the earth. Nice. Bend the bottom knee if you chose this variation and switch sides. So nice to honor the left and the right evenly, even though they are two totally different stories, as mine is right now. Go where your body desires to be. Maybe hover, root, reach, and shine. Nice. Come back to neutral. Lift your hips and ever so slowly lower your back body to the earth. A true greeting of friends. A true greeting of spirit. Let the knees rest on one another. Inhale the left leg long from the knee to the foot. The foot's turned in. Breathe back body to earth and reach the leg as far away from you as you can while you lower it. Do the same with the opposite. Keep the leg turned in. Kick the dirt off the foot. Reach long and lower. And my last favorite, tweak the toes are turned in. Press one toe on the other and resist the other foot. See if you can feel that scoop your low belly further in and out of the way. Switch to the other side. And then the 2 feet like 2 doorways. As we did our little knee fold in and out, side to side in the beginning, hands open, knuckles rest evenly on the earth. Come to a 3-part breath up your entire back body. And the exhale over the front, releasing whatever you gathered along the way. Come back to breathing in that sense of Durga, the goddess of the universe. The practice that brings the innermost bravery, strength, and courage that we articulated through our movements, our dance. And bring awareness to the effects of the mudra, the Matangi mudra that we played with this morning. I might have mispronounced it. The mudra with clear intention for your voice, where you commit to conscious communication with clarity, ease, confidence, kindness, and without shame, blame, guilt, as the expression of embodied wisdom. And with those stolen words, I will let you remain in Shavasana as long as you desire. So delight in that slow trickle of the divine in-breath, inviting in Durga, the power of love, the willingness to stand in your power to show up fully. Stretch long, delighting in this expansive body that is you. And then exhale, slowly bend your knees, bring them in for an energetic hug to your heart. Let that be the radical affirmation, the yes to life, to the whole journey, the whole self, the great creative power of the universe, to truth. Good. Roll to your right side, use your fingers to press up. You can either kneel as we began or sit cross-legged, just to find a shape that works for you. So nice to see faces again. I think I turned the recording on. Press hands to knees in greeting. Sweep your palms above. Interlace middle finger, extended thumb and first finger touching, and just call home this power that is you. This clarity, this openness, this fearless courage in your heart. Namaste. Take your time to move, to make sure you can move. I have to unmute, I forgot to do that.